So this morning, bit of a disaster. I'd taken out my Mavic 4 Pro for a video that I was making on the Zoom, and that was to do with photographs, but you'll be seeing that video very soon. But today, yeah, I don't know what was going on. Anyway, I'll go for it quickly. As you saw from the beginning of this video, it crashed. What caused it? I don't know. But anyway, I'll go for it quickly. I sent the drone up. I set the drone at a certain distance away from the mine to take some photographs at different sets to do with the zoom. Guys, that zoom is amazing. And then I decided what I would do then is to go backwards with the drone and put video on. Thankfully, putting the video on gives you some more idea of what actually happened. But as the drone was going backwards, I did have in the back of my mind, because where I was filming, I love that location, but one of the major problems is it's got so many pylons there. Now you're going to see in this first photograph, here's the pylon, and it was in line with the drone. Now I obviously couldn't see that when I was flying the drone backwards, and for some reason it just fell out of the sky. Now thankfully, I always do a screen record on every time I fly, so I've got a record what's going on that screen, because I'll be honest, I don't take everything in what's going on the screen. I'm talking about maybe there's a warning to do with the battery, because one of the things it could have been, because on that day, well today anyway, the temperature, and we're talking in the morning, was already 32. Now there's a possibility that the battery overheated, because when I picked the drone up after the crash, it was hot, but then it had been stationary there but still on. Maybe it was too low and fell in, because you can see from where I was standing and the mast, to me it looked like about 30 to 40 feet away, and there's no way it could have bounced off it, because it wasn't going that fast. I think I was going about 6 miles per hour. So what I'm going to do, as you're going to see in the video, I'm going to go back out, and with my mate Steve, we're going to fly I haven't got it on me, my Mini 3 Pro, and we're going to do the distance from where I was standing with the drone to work out, you know, what could have been. Possible, maybe I was just too low, but why it crashed, I don't know. So this is what this whole video is about, to try and find the problems. Now, after the crash, I put this drone back up in the air, had a quick fly about, just to make sure, one, there was no problem with the gimbal, or, you know, I don't know, maybe it was off balance. Everything was fine. So as far as I can see on that, the drone's good, which is the main thing of all this, guys, isn't it? Now, as you know, I don't take out none of this insurance thing, because as far as I'm concerned, I know I have an accident, and this is the worst one to have an accident with because of the price of it. I always find if you take out an insurance, you could take a bigger risk. But anyway, on the same day, Steve said, "Sean, I fixed your drone." I thought, "Oh, whoopee." So this is the arm that you saw in that video. Put the link there, you want to check it out. And this is the arm that was hanging off. We managed to get the spare part. He's fixed that now, so that can fold away. But unfortunately, I didn't give Steve a battery, so he couldn't check it out totally. And the other thing was, it had popped out, you won't be able to notice it, it popped out the gimbal part, that was out forward. He said he slotted that back in, so that's good. The only problem now, when we didn't really check it, is the power button, for some reason, it's not working. I don't think it's a major problem. I might be wrong, but I've got a lot of faith in Steve. I'm sure he'll be able to fix it. So, unfortunately, the Mini 4 Pro is not ready yet, because I wanted to take that out later to do the check and see what caused this thing to happen. God, within a month, I've had two sort of, I wouldn't say major, well, yeah, I would say major operations, because this thing's out of action at the moment, which is a bit of a pain, because we've got the new drone coming up. I wanted to compare the two, but if this one's out of action, I won't be able to do that so well. But This one, God, that was heartbreaking. But anyway, drone's fine. I'm going to show you later on in the video. We're going to see what possible had happened. As I mentioned at the beginning, I think more to do is pilot error, but we will check it out. And this is the good thing about having other drones, and we can just check out the distance and the height and try and evaluate what might have caused the problem. So, back in the mode. Now, admittedly, if I put this onto video, to me, it always looks a little bit pixelated, but looking at the screen at the moment, that looks looking pretty good. So I'm just going to put on recorder mode, and I'm just going to bring the drone back, not too far. I'm just bringing the drone back. Okay, sort of coming over that way. Oops. Okay, so has this hit the ground? Don't panic. Okay. Yeah. Alright. No, it's just showing me the video footage first. Right. Yeah, I reckon it's that pollen over there. Off we go. I can hear it. I can see it. Can hear it. Okay. Oof. Hopefully. Oh, do you know what? Sweat in my eyes now. I'll tell you what. I'll tell one thing. I'm glad I got that fan. Right, from what I can see with the drone, it's fine. So what I am going to do, I think, it's all down. I'm just going to put that in front of the fan a minute, because it was red hot out there, but then that was because I presume the motor was still on. But looking at it, it's looking fine. So I think now I'm going to do a test. So the summary. So I went back last night to redo the route with my Mini 3 Pro. I put the screen save on. I kept it to the same height, but I couldn't remember the distance. But it was interesting because I haven't even looked at my flight log then. So I flew the drone back in the line that I presumed where the drone went, and it's definitely going towards that tower, as I class it. And what I'd done with the drone, I was a little bit short of the distance, but as I turned the drone to the left, it was in line with those cables. And when you look at the flight log, which I'm putting up now, it shows it even more clearer because it didn't hit the tower, as I call it. It hit the cable. Obviously, I can't prove it hit the cable, but that's the only thing that I can think. By looking at the screen save from the Mini 3 Pro, the cables were the same height, and you can see when looking at the log, the flight log, you can actually see how, I don't know how it hit it, but you can see the drone obviously hit something. You can see it spin slightly, then it just fell out the sky. Thankfully, it fell up this way, and thank God, because it's a big drone. It's probably quite a solid drone. No damage to it at all. So, DJI, no problem. Pilot error, that's definitely me. So it did hit the cable. Thankfully, the cable didn't do no problems to the drone. It's quite a thick cable, so I'm still surprised that the rear obstacle avoidance pick it up, but maybe it just caught it on the side there. Yeah, so hit a cable. Flying backwards. Probably not a good idea. Not a good idea to do, but at least now I solved the problem, because the main thing I was worried about, is there a fault with the, the drone itself. I don't want to fly this over the sea and then suddenly, which I've seen reports, not lately, going back to the Phantom 4 days, when Phantom 4s for some reason were just falling out the sky. But no, the drone's fine. There's no problem with the drone. That was just my fault. So I just thought I'd put that video out there. I think it's always worth making videos just to admit, yeah, it's my own fault. That's all I can say. So, but as always, guys, there's going to be another video coming very soon. I'm going to show you this amazing zoom in that next video.